looks interesting down there, doesn't it? No, we'll stay left. That's what we'll do. I can hear a lot of running water, but there's not actually any sign of water down there, so it's a mystery to me. I can hear running water, but I can't see it. Where is it? So, Tom and Gary from Mine Exploration, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us again on this new little trip. We've come back to visit a mine that we've been to several times. It's also featured on the channel a few times. But things are a bit strange today. It's been dry here, up in the northeast of England, for really the last several weeks. We've not really had much of a downpour, so I would have expected the mine to be pretty dry, which it is. But anybody that knows this mine, spin the camera around, you'll know the ongoing battle of somebody putting this down here and everything like that. But if we look at the shaft, where generally the water drains into, normally you can't hear yourself thinking here, but the shaft is absolutely overflowing. Water's still flowing into it, so the water is still leaving the mine, but it's not actually flowing down the shaft as it used to. So of course, looking at that, it all points to something's happened in the level below. There must be a blockage or something. But something for sure has stopped the water draining down that shaft. So it's never normally that full. Normally it's, maybe a couple of feet down, but it just seems odd that we've not had any water any time lately. And so there's not a lot of water flowing through the mine, but yet that shaft's full. You'd expect it to be completely the opposite. But anyhow, enough of this. So we're going to work our way further in. So look where I'm going so I don't fall. So on the previous video, which I'll put a link somewhere, is it there or is it here? I don't know, it'll appear somewhere. I'll put a card up. We explored all the flats and everything like that. So in this video we're going to go underneath, follow the horse level along, and we're going to see what's underneath the bridge. I don't know if you remember the Bridge of Doom. Where we had this sort of tracks going across, so we walked across, and Gary filmed Gary going across there. But this time I'm going to go underneath it and just explore where the level goes further on into the level underneath there. So join us and let's see what we find out. Right, just for those that haven't seen our previous video, this is a mine up in the northeast of England on the edge of the Pennines. This was a lead mine originally, hewn sometime during the 1800s, I think. It twists and turns all over the place underground. It's like two levels that go off in two different directions, and we're heading off down the westerly branch. And up above us is a series of very large flats. Flats, of course, being the place where the ore bodies were found, and where it's all mined out. It's quite a big flat area, big open expanse of space. And today we're going to go and have a look underneath the flats. So previous video you'll see is going through them. This one we're going to explore underneath them. So we're right back here to this bonny little tunnel. You'll recognise this, I'm sure. Deposits making the stonework look white, they're not painted. Nobody's come down with a tin of Dulux or other popular brands of white paint, such as Wix's own and things like that. And we come to that hopper. Again, you'll have seen this before. That there would be the flats. Look at our previous video if you want to see what's up there. And then there, of course, is one of the hoppers. This is where all the mine carts would have been fed, so it's the mine in a way above us. You've got your cart waiting here, and they bung it all down with a wheelbarrow and it falls down here into your cart, and you get your horse or your pony and drag the thing out. Bob's your uncle. Payday. So we got to somewhere along here before. Beautiful arching, look at this. Always have to stop and admire this. The way it all intersects together. And this is as far as we got before, so last time we were here, we thought, oh, I've got a good idea, Tom. We'll climb up this, we'll go up into the flats that way, and that's what we did. So there's the bridge of doom, of death and destruction, just there. I probably shouldn't say things like this in this video, because no doubt somebody will say something about it, but here we go. So we climbed up there. Today we're going to see what's down here. Oh, this is exciting, this, isn't it? I love finding a new area like this. So we've got a lot of fallen timbers down here on the floor. Obviously we've had a few props up here at some point. And it looks as if we're going to head into a big pile of shale. Shale, very common in this part of the world. And everywhere probably. And shale's this horrible loose stuff, so you can see, you know, it just crumbles. You can get a bit in your hand and see how it just crumbles to pieces. It's got no sort of body to it, and that's what they've been tunnelling through. You've got to be careful here with wandering air and things like that as well. You tend to get bad air where you've got a lot of shale. You can see, look at the colours. Very sort of sulphurous, isn't it? Try to keep my bag off the roof if I can. Yeah, because we're down to hands and knees job here now. Don't be touching that shale roof with your bag, do I? See, it's all flaking off everywhere. I think it gets even worse. Checking the air levels. Oh yes, that's adequate. So this, I think, is the bottom of a shaft that you can walk across from up in the flats. So now we're in the bottom of that. I thought somebody dropped a torch down here. Maybe they've come back and picked it up. Somebody's picked it up. And look at this, look at the colours. Let's warm that light up a little bit. Cool it down a little bit, make it more orangey. I mean, look at this. Isn't this amazing? But you can see like the wall peeling away at the side. Don't quite know why we've got all this propped up here. Right, so we've got another bridge going across up there. So it looks like you could probably climb up that. Ironstone, you can see it dripping down when it is wet. The water comes down here, wet above. Very crack on. So we're right underneath the flats now, supposedly. Has it come to a dead end? Yeah, it has. So this is it, this is the end. I've got this whole map and it shows this route would continue straight on underneath all the flats and meet up with the end of the flats at the far end, so you could do like a big loop I suppose underneath, but it doesn't do that, does it? think it probably does, but you've got to go up there. Up here. Clamber up that. It's a bit disappointing, Gary, isn't it? I thought it would go around. But the colours in here are beautiful. I hope the video does it justice. Right, so that didn't turn out to be much, did it? All that excitement for nothing. That way, I win some, you lose some. That time we lost. I'm over this. It could have been amazing, that. Absolutely amazing. But it wasn't. So, what we're going to do now then, we'll head off back to where we came from. We'll start exploring other parts of the mine, I think. That sounds like a plan to me, doesn't it? Aye, let's go and do that. Right, so we're back into the horse stable now. Making our way back to the engine shaft. That's the bit where I was complaining in the beginning of the video where there should be loads of water running down. There wasn't. So we're going to go back there. We're going to go the other route. There's a hole in the floor there. And let's have a look and see what we can see down there. It's going to be a bit wet, but we've got a wetsuit on. Lovely stoked out area. So we're back to that engine shaft. There it is, just in front of us. I think we're going to go and have a quick look up here. Now this mine should do a loop underground. It should bring us out somewhere over the flats we're on, at the top of the flats, and further. We came down here many years ago now, before that dam was put in place. Ooh, another shaft. What's at the other side of it, do you think? That's been stagnant for some time. I mean, look at that. I'll tell me like this doesn't glare, I think. See, it's getting like scum on the top of it. Let's can I crawl around this, I wonder? I'm not actually Gary whether I can with this camera in my hand or not. Let's go and get across it. Let's see if it was coming across first of all. No, it's not. It's blind, look, it doesn't go anywhere. Some nice deposits up there though, look. So let's crack on, go along the other route. Don't fall down into that. Yeah, I've got water from somewhere, I don't particularly want to go swimming. Not neck deep in stuff of it. Right. So what we've got here, these are some sleepers, if you like, so you can see where the nails are. That would have had the nails are the shoes in this case, it's quite an old one, look. So you can see the sort of blacksmith's forge nails. They've got like an L-shaped head, so the rail would have gone sort of in here, like that in between them. So somebody's propped them up out of the way, but you can see it's fairly narrow gauge as well. Now echoing noise in here. More sleepers. And more sleepers. So up here on our left, we've come to a bit of a shaft. Ooh, it is a shaft. Ah, no, it's not too bad. There it is. Look, there's the bottom. Stand up. Then we've got a level going off that way. We're in the stoped area, so you can see there's levels going above. Might be worth exploring down there. And we've also come to a junction, so ooh, lovely bit of shale again. We love shale. And come to this junction point. We can go left or we can go right. So in theory, now I haven't got my map. If we keep left, we should be heading back towards the flats area. So we'll maybe give left a try. Normally we go right hand rule and all the rest of it, but I think today we're going to go left. It looks interesting down there, doesn't it? No, we'll stay left. That's what we'll do. So in this piece here, the rails have returned. The reason that they were taken out before is because it's an expensive commodity at the time. So when you're abandoning the mine, you take your rails out. Sleeper's not so expensive because pretty useless once they're starting to go rotten. Traps of shale, as you can see, above us, loads of shale. And down here you can see the sort of state that it is. Just crumbles under your feet. Lovely clear water underneath. Look at the way the wall's peeling away there. Now we come to a little dry section. Dry but clear, shaly. More deposits on the wall. And we can see that all this is falling down, which is pretty obvious. But underneath us there, look, is the original floor. You can just sort of see it underneath through that hole. So this is all sort of peeled off this roof here. Actually, it does sound quite hollow as we're walking on it as well. Don't think we're into false floor territory. Not yet, at least. Might be wrong, but I don't think we are. Bit of a crawly bit. It looks like we're back into water. Rough bit of roof there, Gary. Spin round. See how the roof's all hanging off there. And the cracks in the walls there, look, on the right. So Gary should probably keep to his right. Now, is that a pipe or is it a rail under there? I think it could be a pipe. We've got a bonny little area on the left. Let's go and have a look. Yes, I recognise this. I do recognise this. This is where we were once before, and we stood just underneath this slab here, just under there. I may as well stand under it. Yeah, so we stood just under here before. This is going back before video cameras and stuff. It was years ago. We heard this almighty click from somewhere up above us, like, I can't do it. You get the idea. But there's a big noise up above us, a clicking noise, so we decided best to probably make a bit of a retreat at that point. So this is it. So we forgot where this bit was. At the time, we had the cheapy GoPro. It was a GoPro Black 2 or something. I don't know. It was one of the early GoPros, but video wasn't very good off on that really. Modern ones are brilliant. Old ones not so much. Anyhow, jibber jabber in again. So come to this shaft. Don't want to get too close to the edge in case the wall gives away, but you can see down there is a level. Surprised it hasn't sort of full of water in some ways. My bad bit sticks me in here. So we've got a date on the wall here as well. It looks like JBJB. What does that mean? Johnny Briggs, Johnny Briggs. Is it? See there, looking Kev. And something else is written just to the right of it, but I can't quite make it out. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere there anyway, so we'll probably not bother going down there. A bit rotten in here, that's for sure. Ooh, and the oxygen level's not so good in here either. But it's just because we're off the beaten track, so we're not getting much airflow, that's all. It's just me breathing, talking. It's a bit warm. Let's keep an eye on this water level because I'm a bit concerned about the shaft. Right, so back to the pipes. Pipes, of course, would have delivered compressed air down here. A lot of the tooling will be compressed air driven and water driven. Let that oldie go. So what's this we're coming to now? What's it? It's got lovely brown deposits under the water here. We've got a bit of a, it looks like, is it a bit of a hopper or something? I'm not really sure. Like this walled up area on the left. There's obviously a manway going up above it. I won't hold the camera there too long because it's going to get soaking. I'll spin it around. You can see there's a manway going up above it there. Up to some more upper levels. And we pass through this section. We're back into some proper tunnel, some real tunnel. And the queer thing is here, look, I've seen this once before. If you look at the floor, see how it's cobbled between the rails? Go down low so you can see. Now I've seen that before in Bentley. Oh, I nearly said it, didn't I? I nearly gave the game away. I've seen it before in another mine of the area. This privacy thing, heavens forbid it. Anyhow, so yeah, it's got a cobbled floor, which I've seen before. And we're into... Ooh. I can hear lots of running water. But you can just hold that a second while I climb up and have the butchers. So directly above us, manway going up there, and we've got another shaft here. Someone's gone out of hospital there. No. See, yeah, there is water running down there, but there doesn't seem to be anything down there. Obviously it's part of a level going along, but there's a post there in the corner. I imagine there'd have been a winch or ladders or something like that here originally. But I can hear a lot of running water, but there's not actually any sign of water down there, so it's a mystery to me. I can hear running water, but I can't see it. Where is it? And I like how they did the transitions in here. See how they go sort of from one direction to another. Really skilled work with the block work. It's certainly an art in itself, is that. The guys that used to do that. are into this, what looks like possibly a passing place here. I think this was either used for storage or you put your minecart in here. Possibly, dare I say it, as you were filling it from that shaft, if you were shoveling it up over. I don't know if that's what happened, but this does look like a storage area for your drums, your trucks, whatever you want to call them. While still allowing others to pass, going down this main level here. So we should start bearing to the left. We should. But then go from there. Memory of the map at least, I'm not being here myself. I'm back in the shell. We've exited that horse level. We climbed up a couple of steps. We're into a small chamber. We've got a manway directly above the horse level. Sorry Gary, I'll let you in. Another one heading up there. Plenty of water coming down it, I can hear. And straight into this piece here. Continuation of the level. Go through it. And back to more arching. So there's obviously more workings going on above us here. Bit of pressure on the walls. I mean, you can see, if you look where the rails are underneath, the wall's actually now sticking over the top of the rail. So the walls be moving. You've got some big blocks here. I almost thought it was something sort of like buckets or something back there. But no, they're falling down there. And if you look, you see the stemples going, see, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, I'll put my big light on it there. There's like lots of timbers going up. So, pretty much that's going to be like a manway, isn't it? It's going to have ladders going up or something like that. Perhaps once upon a time it had levels going across, but we've got a route here off on the left, which looks like it's just been used for storage. All old railway lines and things, bits of timber and what have you in there. See, it's the old wrought iron stuff. And it continues on. And the level, I would say, is just getting rougher and rougher as we're going. More and more falls closer together. So you see they've had a lot of trouble with this area. There's no sign of blocks on the floor, but then you've got the odd bit of arch in here. But be careful where I'm standing in this bit. What I don't want it to be is the top of a hopper or something. So they've been going off to both sides. It's difficult to see what they've been following though. I can't see any signs of a vein as such. I almost feel like they've been just trying to link up. I think this is just going to get worse and worse, Mr. Mason, looking at this. Don't you? Strange pinkiness to the wall as well. Like, supposedly that's daylight, but there is sort of white down here, a lot of white, but there's also pink. I don't know what the pink is, I'm not sure. So we come to this part of the passage, and you can see they've left the zincs in place here. So I think it was either part of the formers that they were using, or they just basically didn't want to get their hair wet and they put zinc stuff. I think it's probably to stop like fine bits coming down and stuff like that, but I don't entirely know why they left the zinc in place like that. Again, you see it quite regular, different lines and things. So off to the right, Got a little rat hole going down. And I see a candle standing just there. I wouldn't think for 1 second that's a real candle from the time. Obviously it's a real candle. There it is, it's a flame. But it looks too mass produced. It doesn't look like a tallow candle or anything. It looks just like a wax on me. Now there's a dam there as well. But why? I can hear water running in front of us. But why is there a dam there? Let's have a look at the map. Mr. Mason, I've dropped the map in the...
It's in the juice.
Good job we've got a spare, isn't it? Right. See what we do to print these maps, we sort of blow up sections of them of where we're going. This is one I got off the internet. It seems accurate enough, but sometimes you come to bits where you think, I don't know whether that's right or not. Which is now here, because if we look at this map, we've gone straight, this is the way in, we've gone straight at the engine shaft. And it's saying we're bearing heavily left. Now we've not had a left turn anyway, we've come to a Y junction. So you could argue perhaps it's like here, just drawn a bit strange. So maybe we're going down here now, and this is that, perhaps. Would you agree, Gary?
Yeah.
It just seems like it's been drawn a bit strange. It doesn't really matter as long as it goes, the route's somewhat right. The nails there on the wall. Well, that's an awful bright picture, Tom lad. Not too much light. Well, we've come to another fallen area. You can see there's a great deal more water coming through now. Obviously we're aware that shaft's blocked behind us, so we don't want to get too up to our necks. Yeah. A nice big chamber. Little hole in the wall where they'd have had like a stemple or something. And it's obviously suffered quite a bit of a fall of the wall. Look, there's the block, it's come down from there. A bit of a ladder there, look, as well. Can you see it? Smashed to pieces, but you can see it was keyed into each other, so it was a well-made ladder. But why is it here? And what is it through there? Because through there, on the map, it doesn't go anywhere. You can see there is a level through there, isn't there?
Yeah.
This is a bit of a behind-the-scenes moment. I had a pizza last night. I got it from a well-known pizza brand, pizza shop. I don't think it's gone down too well. I can feel a rumbling. And this morning, I felt a rumbling. And poor Gary, I think shortly he's going to get the brunt of it. If I don't let it out soon. This is a bit I should cut out of the video. What we're looking at is on the maps. We've got this hole behind us here, and we just stopped staring through it. So we turned left at that junction. We walked a fair distance down there to see the shaft and stuff. And we didn't notice anything on the right. But on the map it shows like there's two routes going parallel together, so that should join that other route. But it doesn't seem to, because the water through the other side is stagnant. So I wonder if it's just a little, like a little recess sort of thing. Or whether it actually would have joined the other route, but perhaps it's behind the caps or something on the other route. But the map, don't know. Doesn't seem quite 100% on this one. It's been alright down the other side, but not this side. Not this side, Tom. Oh, this feels deep, Mr. Mason. God, look how dark that is. Really dark brown. So this is bearing right now. Or is it bearing both ways? turn of some track under the water. Yeah, and this sort of bears off to the right. So that should go back around and come back at the engine shaft. Or it goes into the massive great workings beyond. I don't know, Gary, I'm not sure now where we are on the maps. So this is only a short video, this one. Now we've actually met somebody else down here. We ended up going on a big jolly all around different bits. So they were showing us an area that we've never been to before, which was really quite good, and we were showing them, whether you can get out if there's any issues or anything down here, just a safety way out, I suppose. So we've been down here quite a while now. We're supposed to make the call back, so we're on to leave a bit earlier than what we would, a bit earlier in the video than what we normally would do. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, everybody, and catch you again next time. Goodbye.